Aha. Okay. We're live. So, in my last live stream, I had talked about how. Actually, why do I don't know why I still have that up. I had talked about in my last live stream how Cliff Gustafson had died 83 days before. Just, these tabs here. UT versus Miami. Let's check there. So I talked about how Cliff Gustafson died 83 days before this. And let me just pull up the date calculator. And let me just pull up Cliff Gustafson's Wikipedia page again. Again, dead January 2nd. 1, 2 until 3, was that 26? Oh, I need to, yeah, 83 days. There it is, dead January 2nd. Out on March 26th. That's what I had right there. And he was known for winning the 1983 College World Series. Now, something that I didn't notice, and I called it, if you were listening to Zach's show last night, I talked about this. I noticed this after I did my live stream earlier this week. If you'll scroll down here, his last season was 1996. So we'll go over to the 1996 college baseball tournament. And I'll have to scroll up here a little bit. Okay, here's the region. Oh, no, sorry, it's up here. Here's the region that Texas was in. So they lost their first game, they won their second game, and this is the game they got eliminated against. Look who that was against. It was against Miami. And like score was 9-7. 97's the 25th prime, just to show that to you here. How do I get? Hold on. 97 is the 25th prime. We just do a quick search here. 2023 NCAA Men's Division I Basketball Tournament. We get, look, 2 seed versus 5 seed. 9-7, 25th prime. 2 seed versus 5 seed. Cliff Gustafson's last game, 83 days after his death. Eliminated by the team that eliminated him 27 years earlier. Now, also another thing that I wanted to add on to, I wanted to look at, let's go to my channel. I wanted to go back to, no, it wasn't a live stream, sorry. The Billy Packer video. Because one thing that I caught, so I mentioned, I can't remember where it was now. Yeah, so I mentioned this in my last live stream too, I guess I'll mention it here, that this game had a combined 136 points. That's the 16th triangular number. This game was 112 days or 16 weeks before the Final Four, and at that time I thought, okay, at least one of these teams is going to be back in the Final Four, but instead, nope, they both lost in the Sweet 16. Alabama lost there, Houston lost here. And another thing that I just caught after my live stream, let me scroll ahead here. Look at this, when I talk about Kansas. Chiefs and Super Bowl equal 112, and Kansas's first game after his death, they won their game with 77 points, like Houston. Kansas also equals 65, and his death was 65 days before the Final Four, and Kansas's victory over Kentucky with 77 points was 65 days before the national championship game. It remains. Okay, so I talked about 77. Look what day Kansas was eliminated on. It was March 18th. March 18th, the 77th day of the year. So it kind of sucks because like I was talking about these numbers. I was talking about Kansas scoring 77 points, and I was talking about Alabama and Houston combining to 136 points, the 16 triangular number. The numbers were there. I just interpreted them the wrong way. Instead of this foreshadowing a rematch in the Final Four, or at least both of them making it to there, it foreshadowed them going out in the Sweet 16. And instead of this foreshadowing Kansas making the Final Four, it foreshadowed them going out on the 77th day of the year. And then, yeah, the same thing with the Cliff Gustafson death. I thought it was a foreshadowing that they would at least make it to the Final Four. Instead, he's dead. It said he's not dead. It said they're eliminated 83 days after his death date. And that's all I wanted to bring up today. Just a clarification on the fact that Cliff Gustafson's last game, he was eliminated by Miami, and then 83 days after his death date. The same thing happens in basketball. Then the thing with Kansas in 77 and Houston and Alabama in 16. I got that out of the way. On to the next one, I guess. See you later.